It started like any other day. By sunset, everything had changed. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost. America was at war, and daily life was rewritten in real time. The September 11th attacks launched a chain reaction that still shapes our world. In the 1990s, US air travel was casual. Arrive 30 minutes before takeoff. Meet family at the gate. Carry full-size liquids, even pocket knives. Security meant a single metal detector and airline-hired guards. After September 11th, Congress passed the Aviation and Transportation Security Act, federalizing checkpoints. The TSA replaced low-paid contractors with federal officers and new layers of screening, from ID checks and shoe removal after the 2001 shoe bomber to the 2006 3.4-ounce liquid rule. Advanced scanners, canines, and explosive trace detection. The change wasn't just lines and machines, it was psychology. Airports stopped feeling like portals to adventure and became fortresses where everyone is a potential threat until proven otherwise. Goodbyes moved from the gate to the curb. Bins filled with knives, liquids, and the occasional firearm. Trust gave way to screening. 6 weeks after the attacks, Congress passed the USA PATRIOT Act. Overnight, standards shifted from probable cause to broad relevance in terrorism inquiries, expanding access to records and metadata. Section 215 became the government's all-purpose key. Years later, leaks showed how bulk phone data was collected. In 2002, the Department of Homeland Security fused 22 agencies: Coast Guard, Secret Service, FEMA, Immigration, and more, under one roof, and a color-coded threat scale normalized, elevated, and high. Abroad, the United States invaded Afghanistan on October 7, 2001, toppling the Taliban within weeks. Then stayed for 20 years as goals expanded from counterterrorism to nation-building. More than 2,400 US service members died. Many more Afghans were killed or displaced. In 2003, the US invaded Iraq over claims of weapons of mass destruction that never materialized, triggering insurgency, sectarian war, and the rise of ISIS. At home, surveillance moved from rare to routine. In 2013, disclosures detailed programs like PRISM and bulk collection. Meanwhile, the private sector built its own panopticon. Smartphones tracking location, apps harvesting behavior, and doorbells recording streets. "If you have nothing to hide" became a culture, not just a slogan. Muslim and Sikh communities bore a heavy burden. Hate crimes spiked, mosques were mapped, students watched. Visa rules tightened. Airports practiced random screenings that weren't random. Local police received military gear and federal grants. Schools normalized active shooter drills. A generation grew up believing checkpoints and surveillance are how society works. 2 decades later, the ledger is complicated. No repeat for 9/11 scale foreign attack on US soil, but soaring costs in lives, trust, and freedom. The emergency became the operating system. Whether that made us safer depends on the metric you choose. In the end, 19 hijackers changed a day. Our responses changed a century. The remaining question is ours to answer. How much safety is worth how much freedom? And who decides when the emergency ends?